Hello everyone and welcome back to Football Manager 2018 and this Newcastle United series in the middle of our second season. We are now finally on a run of good form. We've won 3 of our last 4 games after a 5-match run without picking up a victory. We have stabilised a little bit. The defeat to Bournemouth was disappointing, but our next 3 games in this episode are all very winnable as we take on Millwall away, Watford at home and then Middlesbrough at home. All 3 of them teams that we should be quite comfortably beating. And to add to that, we've also changed our tactic now so that we've got pretty much the same formation just with a slight difference. We've got Pinamonti playing a little bit deeper than Cutrone and Keane, who are both attacking forwards. We've then got Andre and Fernandez in midfielders, ball-winning midfielders and box-to-box midfielders, with Manquillo and Marin just normal wing-backs rather than inverted wing-backs. And then there's Adara, Bioyo, Mbemba and Lascelles, all ball-playing defenders, but 2 are stoppers and the central one is on cover with a sweeper keeper on attack in Onana. All of the players can play pretty well in this system, so I'm quite excited about how it will go. This is actually a tactic that one of you guys suggested in the comments, and there'll be a link to it down in the description if you would like to try it for yourself. But obviously you can see how it works out for me before you go and do that, and you can see the familiarity is already pretty good because it's not too dissimilar from Neville Wears Prada. This one doesn't really have a name other than FM18 WAF, whatever that means. It's by a guy called Nap, I think. So worth checking out if you are looking for a new tactic similar to the one that I've had. But let's see how it does for us in the next 3 games. Obviously Millwall, the first team that we play, and we are the overwhelming favourites for this one because they're right down at the bottom end of the table and not doing too well. They're in 19th place, just ahead of Southampton, who we've just beaten. So I am expecting us to get the win. The team made up of Keane, Pinamonti and Cutrone. We've then got Andre and Fernandez in central midfield with Marin, Adara, Bioyo, Mbemba, Lascelles and Manquillo in defence with Onana in goal. Wallace for Millwall tries to send the ball forward, but Gedson wins it well, doing his job in midfield. He then finds Marin out on the wing, playing a bit further out than we have been recently. Here's Gedson, switching the flank well to Manquillo. You can see we're stretching the defence here already. Manquillo puts it in, and Pinamonti has hit the crossbar before it just goes over and out for a goal kick. We've got Archer, though, the goalkeeper, sending the ball forward straight from that highlight. Header has been won by us. Now Gedson. Already we look like we're in charge of this game. Andre pushes it forward to Moise Keane. He then finds Gedson. Ball over the top looking for Marin. He's got 3-4 to aim at in the box. 2 on the edge of the area, but Calla with a good tackle. Then sends it forward to Molt. Really should have done better out there on the left. But here's Williams. Back to Wallace. Williams again tries to play it forward. Good header won by Lascelles. Cutrone playing very deep. Switches it out to the left for Marin. He then finds Andre. Ball inside to Gedson. Slow build up here. Cutrone, he's got a man making a run. It's Manquillo in the area, and Manquillo pulls it across. And Pinamonti is back in the team and back in the goals. 1-0 we lead Millwall, and it's only the 9th minute. Manquillo with the throw-in. Looking for Cutrone. He's picked him out now. Andre dinks it into the box. Moise Keane is in there, and the goalkeeper didn't even try to stop that one. Moise Keane makes it 2-0, and this tactic seems like it is working very well, very quickly. Free kick. Edge of the area is Pinamonti, who picks up the ball. He strikes it, and he's hit the crossbar for the 2nd time in this game. And you can see on the stats, we are not only dominating the scoreline, we are dominating the stats too. And that corner is cleared out. Andre can launch a counter-attack for us. He launches it forward, and there's Cutrone in an advanced position. He's got players over too. He cuts inside, switches the flank. Moise Keane is there on the edge of the area. There's lots of tackles going in, and I think that's a penalty. The defence couldn't handle the amount of attackers we just threw into the box there, and we do have the chance from the spot. It's Andre who steps up, and Andre does score it. It was central left. The keeper dived past the ball, and we are now 3-0 up against Millwall. Yet another highlight, kicking straight off from that goal. Millwall trying to get something back. They need to get a goal very soon in this first half just to be able to keep any hope of coming back into it in the second. And Wallace is making a good run down the right. He puts the ball in, and Manquillo just helps it back out. But Ivy is there. He puts the cross in, and it's headed out once more. Again, he puts it in. Wallace with the header, and Onana with a comfortable catch. Andre Central midfield here, a lot of space around him. Millwall not pressing whatsoever, and he's able to pick out a beautiful ball to Manquillo. He's got time and space, puts the cross in, Keane arriving, there's Pinamonti, and it is 4-0 now. Only 38 minutes played, and this tactic seems to be working absolute wonders for us. Millwall with a free kick, Wallace takes it, he puts it towards the back stick. There had 3 players running in there, but they couldn't pick them out. Wallace can maybe try again, but they're all offside, and Gedson just sends the ball forward to Cutrone. This is where they're in danger, because we are able to counter well, because we have so many players up the pitch. But it doesn't work out this time, and here comes Boulaya. Has a shot, but it's well over the bar for Millwall. Manquillo with the throw in, nearly an hour gone in this game. He finds Pinamonti, and Bemba of all people on the edge of the area let loose a rocket, but it did just go the wrong side of the post. Here's Adara Bioyo though. Sends it forward to Gedson. He then picks out Andre. Manquillo on the right in a lot of space. Plenty in the box to aim for. He puts the cross in, and there is a man in there. I think it was Marin in there, who just couldn't quite beat the keeper, and Archer comfortably able to hold on to the ball. Archer sends the ball forward. Still time for a few more goals here if we want them. Williams is on the pitch now up front. And here is Boulaya. He puts it through for Soderlund, and he does keep Millwall, well, not so much in the game. He at least ruins our clean sheet though. Soderlund there with a very good finish. I think maybe Onana could have done a little bit better in goal. But we are still pushing, looking for a 5th here with Gedson finding Andre. Good ball there to find Marin. Andre's been brilliant today. That ball is in a dangerous area, and Millwall just about get it clear. And now they can counter with Boulaya coming down the right hand side. I think that's Marin trying to come up to him, but can't get there. Boulaya puts a cross in, and Soderlund is in there for his 2nd goal. And there's only 2 goals in this now. If he gets another, then we could be on an absolute knife edge. This is really poor defending from the team. With about 5 minutes to go, we have managed to keep Millwall out in the last 10 minutes. But there is still time for them to get a goal, especially with passing like that. But Carmona does keep the ball. He finds Andre. Ball on to Gedson. Into Moise Keane in a good position, and it's saved by Archer. Corner taken by Gedson into the middle. Comes out to David Carmona. He finds Cutrone, but Ferguson just able to take that ball away from him. Calla switches the ball out to the left flank for Ivy. He puts it over the top, and Soderlund is in on goal, and Bemba does well defending that. And he only finds another Millwall player who switches the flank brilliantly to find Wallace. He's got players in the box. It's going towards the back stick. It is headed out, but Williams down to McLaughlin. Now Wallace puts it in. Lascelles gets it away. We're under a lot of pressure here. Ivy finds Williams again. His shot is blocked. Lascelles gets it away. Now Moise Keane has it. It's 3-on-2. We've got the advantage. Cutrone out on the right. 2 players at the back stick to aim for. He's looking for Moise Keane, and it's hit the crossbar for I think the 3rd or 4th time in this game, and it could have been so many more for us had our finishing been a little bit more clinical. And Williams there with a rocket just going wide of the post. Well, you can see from the stats how intense a game that has been. I think there was something like 40 shots overall, but we have won it 4-2. It should have been a bit more convincing than it was. We certainly had opportunities to get more goals, but I will happily take 3 more points in our league campaign. And if we have a look at the table following that game, I think we're probably going to be in quite a nice position. Overall, we're now up to 5th place. Arsenal can still jump above us if they win their game in hand, but we are certainly in contention at the top end of the table. Well, our next match in this episode is at home against Watford. They're only a couple of places below us in the league table, so this will be a challenging game. But at home with this tactic, I'm expecting us to put in a good performance and get the victory, because we are the better team on paper. The team isn't too different from the last game. We have got Sanabria coming in for Cutrone up front. Cutrone dropping to the bench. Andre and Fernandez both continue in midfield, and I think with this tactic they will both probably be our main central midfielders. Marin and Manquillo continue on the wings. Manquillo, interestingly, one of our best players this season, was man of the match in the last game as well. Adara Bioyo, Mbemba and Lascelles are in defence, and Onana is in goal. Free kick for Andre, edge of the area. He goes for goal, and it's just clipped the crossbar on its way over there. Not a bad effort, but really should be finding the target. Onana sends the ball out to Adara Bioyo, still in the early stages of this game. Dangerous ball to play, but he finds Manquillo well with it. He's then going down the right flank, tries to dink it over the top, but Cabasele easily able to deal with it. It's sent forward, but Andre has got it in midfield. Now Marin, out on the left flank, plays it down the line for Moise Kean. 3 at the back to aim for. It's down to Pinamonti. Excellent header down there, I think, by Sanabria. And Pinamonti able to just sweep it in on his left foot, and he is in a rich vein of form right now. Richarlison with the throw in for Watford. Excellent turn by Doucouré there. Now Chalobah. A lot of deep play here. It comes to Richarlison in the box, and Onana with a good catch there. I think he could easily have spilled it, but he held it well to his chest. Watford looking dangerous as they try and close out this second half. Again, Onana, the safe pair of hands in goal. This sweeper keeper role does seem to suit him a little bit. Mbemba in defence plays it down the line for Manquillo. There's some excellent gaps in this pitch, and that's a beautiful ball to find Moise Kean. He's in on goal, and he's just blasted it high and wide. Marin with the throw-in. He finds Moise Kean. Excellent turn. Brilliant cross, and Pinamonti in there. Only just putting that past the post there. It would have been a very, very good goal had that gone in. We're into the second half now as Onana sends the ball out to Adara Bioyo. He launches it forward on his left foot and finds Sanabria. Here's Kean. Excellent switch out to Manquillo. Excellent first touch as well. He finds Pinamonti, and his effort is saved again. Pinamonti, and this time he does drill it past the keeper for his second of the game, and we now lead 2-0. Watford looking to get a goal back, and Mbemba with a good header there. Chalobah to Perez. Still a dangerous team, Watford. They've had a lot of opportunities to get a goal back, but haven't yet. Adara Bioyo's ball cut out, but Gedson tries again. Finds Moise Kean. 2 across the box. He looks for Sanabria, and the keeper, Scouffet, does get a hand to it, but can't keep it out as Sanabria makes it 3-0, and that should be the 3 points safely in the bank. Lopez with the corner, and it's gone in from Richarlison. He's looked dangerous today, but I didn't expect him to score from a corner. Poor defending, I think, by Adara Bioyo, but they have managed to get one back, Watford. Janmat, our former player, sends the ball into Chalobah. If they score another here, we could be looking dangerous, and we have been poor at collapsing when leading comfortably in games. We have thrown points away from positions like this before, so we need to be careful we don't do that here as Adara Bioyo picks out Marin. A 4th goal would make me feel a lot better, and Moise Kean is in behind down the left. He's got players to look for. He's looking at the back stick for Pinamonti, who again hits the crossbar. That is a recurring theme for us in today's episode. We just need to keep our shots down. At 10 minutes left to go as Manquillo puts the ball into Pinamonti, who's on a hat-trick here. Fuchs with a good tackle. Now Doucouré plays it over to Chalobah. Watford playing very deep in their own half. Richarlison tackled well by Manquillo. He's on a yellow card and does need to be careful. Manquillo, they're cutting inside. Beautiful ball over the top to Pinamonti. First time cross. Cutrone arriving, and he's put it against the post. Well, it's been another excellent victory by us as we just play out the last few seconds. Doucouré to Hughes on the edge of the area, but that's a poor effort, and it will be the full-time whistle. 3 more points in the bag against a nearby rival as well. An excellent performance from the team, and it looks like this new tactic is not only getting us results, but it's getting us goals as well. And that is what we were lacking on the old tactic. While we were still dragging out some victories, we were not getting the goal difference up, but that has all changed, and we're now just 2 points behind the top 4. Chelsea do have a game in hand, but we are pushing away from the teams below us. Bournemouth now 5 points behind us, although they also have a game in hand, but that's a nice cushion to have in the top 6 as we look to get in towards the second half of this Premier League season. Well, the final game of this episode is the Tiny Tees derby in the northeast. We are at home against Middlesbrough. They're down in 19th place with just 9 points this season. They've been absolutely atrocious, while we're flying high up in 6th place. Middlesbrough just the 2 wins and 3 draws, but 11 defeats on their scoreboard at the moment, and they look like one of the 3 teams destined to go down. They really need a good performance today, but they are going to struggle against a team like us, where we have, I think, won 5 of our last 6 games. So it is going to be really, really tough for Middlesbrough to get anything from this one. And if we have a look at the team for today, you can see that we're playing with a pretty similar lineup to the last few games. I think actually it's the exact same 11 that went out and beat Watford 3-1 last time at St James's Park. So we've got Keane, Sanabria and Pinamonte leading the line. Andre and Fernandez, the two certainties in midfield, with Haidara, Adara Bioyo, Mbemba, Lascelles and Manquillo in defence. Lemos on the bench because he's not fully fit for this game. Sorry, not on the bench, in the reserves. And I want him to be back fresh for the United game, which we have next. Carmona on the bench as well will start to get a bit of game time, but unfortunately Manquillo is just in the form of his life right now. And we do have Onana still in goal and putting in some very good performances. Well, I do enjoy these northeast derbies, so we will be live coming this game against Middlesbrough as Assem Balonga just charges down the right flank, but he does win a corner there actually as well. I thought he just sliced that one, but Middlesbrough with an early chance from the corner. Not sure who's taking them for them at the moment. It's Forshaw who steps up, and it's a good header by Bamford there, but Onana able to pick up the ball. I'm assuming they've probably signed Bamford on a permanent now, Middlesbrough. I can't remember if he's still on loan actually at the moment in real life, but he is leading the line for them. It's not a very strong team that they've got, and you would expect them really to get relegated. They shouldn't be putting up too much of a challenge against us as Manquillo puts the ball into Gedson. Now Andre, players around him, he finds Manquillo. He puts the cross in early, but it's easily collected by Randolph. It was a really directionless cross from Manquillo, just a hopeful punt into the box, and Randolph hanging on to that ball for a really long time before releasing it down the pitch. Header won by Mbemba. Gedson will get there too. He holds on to the ball as well. Finds Andre. There's a ball out there for Haidara. 3, 4, 5 in the box as the cross goes in. And again, Randolph comfortably able to pluck it from the sky. We need to be doing much better on those crosses into the box. And Randolph again launches it forward. But once more we win the ball. This time though, Middlesbrough have picked up this loose ball. And Assem Balonga can maybe attack down the right flank, but Haidara's won it and released Moise Keane in the process. He's got support up there with him as he plays the ball into Sanabria unmarked, and he nods it into the back of the net for 1-0. A very good cross there from Keane, and Sanabria with a much needed goal. Adara Bioyo switches it out to Manquillo. Now Gedson puts it onto Haidara's boot. He finds Moise Keane in the box, and it's well saved by Randolph. Corner taken by Gedson, looking for Adara Bioyo. It's put out towards Sanabria. He's got support there, but Gibson with a crunching tackle. And now Assem Balonga on the charge for Middlesbrough. Can we get somebody to face up against him? Haidara comes across well and gets the ball out. And in the opening 24 minutes or so, we have been very much the dominant side. Middlesbrough yet to have a shot in this game, let alone really threaten a chance of a goal. They have finally got their first shot off, but we've got a free kick. Haidara in, Mbemba's there, Lascelles is there, and it's a captain's goal by Jamal Lascelles to make it 2-0 in this Tyne-Tees derby, and Middlesbrough are going to be condemned to their 12th defeat of the season for sure. It's been really just such a good run of form, and this tactic seems to work so well as another cross comes in and Keane is in there to just dink the ball over the line, but I think the flag is up and he is offside, which is unfortunate. It was such a good ball and a well controlled, composed finish, but the referee does just wipe it off. At the moment in the first half, Middlesbrough without a shot on target. Onana may as well not be in the goal, and we are comfortably heading in with a lead for the second half. It's been a really good performance. Manquillo needs to be careful. He's picking up quite a few bookings in this new tactic, and I have been warned that there are red cards abound when using this one. But at the moment, it looks like it might be a perfect episode, so much so that the team not even reacting when I give them positive encouragement, which is a long way from where we were when we had that tough run of fixtures and picked up 3 straight defeats before getting the draw against Chelsea. But this has been a really good recovery from us, and I think this tactic will be the one that we will probably stick with for the rest of the season. If you are also planning to use this tactic, do let me know how it works for you down in the comments, because it seems to be working much better than the last one, as Manquillo picks up the ball, plays in Pinamonte, players in the box there for him. If he can put the cross in, he does. Keane arriving, and this time he is onside as he makes it 3-0. A good finish from Moise Keane, and he is looking a lot better as our record signing than he was a couple of weeks ago. Corner by Gedson, putting Gibson clears it. Pinamonte in the box, so comes to Manquillo, and it deflects off the defender. A huge deflection there by Cyrus Christie, and it's now 4-0. We haven't even hit the hour mark, and we are tearing Middlesbrough apart. It's a really good performance. Another one by the team, meaning that we've now got 11 goals in our last 3 games, and there could well be more to come. Middlesbrough is starting to make a little bit of a fight of it, but given that we've got United to come soon, I do want to take some of our players off. Keane can come off. Andre also really needs to come off. Saive can go in there. I'm also going to take Manquillo off before he gets sent off, because I do want him available for United as he comes down the right now, but gives the ball away to Howson. Forshaw loses the ball. Manquillo doing well to pick it up, and Gedson's looking for Pinamonte. It comes to Manquillo following up. He's got 3 to aim at. He puts the cross in. Christie away. Haidara down towards Andre, who finds Haidara once more, and that's a really poor effort by Haidara. But 20 minutes to go. There's no doubt which way this game is going to go. And 9 crucial points for us means we're really putting on the pressure on Arsenal in 5th place. And there's still a chance that we could actually get into the top 4 this season with a bit of luck. We just need to see out the 5 minutes here. It's not really in question, but it'd be nice to keep a clean sheet for the first time in this episode, and it looks like that's going to be the case. Just 2 shots on target for Middlesbrough. Definitely not good enough. And our number of shots very high, which is encouraging to see. The possession, though, in favour of Middlesbrough. Sanabria picking up an injury. We've used all substitutions already, so he's just going to have to come off. But it's been a very, very good performance by the team, and there's the full-time whistle. We finished with 10 men, but we still won 4 goals to 0. An incredible performance by the team, who are reacting reasonably well. They could be reacting a little bit better, given we've just crushed our rivals 4-0. But a very, very good performance. Sanabria out for 6 to 9 weeks, which is a little bit unfortunate. It means Cutrone will come in, especially as Sanabria with 6 goals so far this season. And our top scorers right now is actually Pinamonte, who's the top scorer with 9 goals and 1 assist. Sanabria with 6, Moise Keane with 6, Cutrone only with 3 at the moment, which given he started 14 games, not really good enough, but he is the lowest rated ability striker that we've got. Fernandez up there with 3 as well. But the front 3 of Pinamonte, Sanabria and Keane seem to be linking up very well, and Keane leading the assist charts as well. His best positions as a left mid rather than a striker, so worth keeping that in mind. But so far it's been a very, very good start to the season. I'm going to send him to a specialist, so he's only out for 6 to 7. But a good episode this one, and we have managed to get a good win. Good run of wins on the board with 4 in a row and 6 in our last 7. That is much needed as we go into games against Manchester United, Swansea and Birmingham. And then in the episode after that, we will have the bitter rivals Sunderland in the FA Cup 3rd round. I will really want to win that game. But at the moment, a very good position to be in. 5th place, we're only 2 points behind Spurs now. So even if Arsenal do win their game in hand, there will still just be that 2-point gap. And we have really closed that down from where it was on the top 4. Manchester United and City look like they'll be battling it out for the title. City with 2 games in hand. But it's between us, Chelsea, Spurs and Arsenal for the top 4. Liverpool much further back, 8 points behind us with a game in hand. So a good position to be in. Do drop a like on the video if you've enjoyed the new tactic and the winning run that we're on. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new, and let me know in the comments how this tactic works out for you. You can also follow me on Twitter using the link in the description, and if you want to support the channel on Patreon, links are also down below. But until next time, see ya!